What's going on, guys? So I want to talk about something that's incredibly important to me. Now, let me just set some context for you guys. I kind of briefly touched on this on Instagram, but I really want to kind of give a little bit more of an in-depth thought on this because I think it's incredibly important, regardless of what you're trying to do in life, regardless of what you're trying to accomplish. I received an email the other day from the wife of one of our students. He was actually a practicing clinician, but he actually just recently passed away, and he wasn't old by any means. I don't know the exact reason as to what had happened. I can tell you he was in those late 40s, so something happened, right? But the wife reached out and was letting me know that he passed, and she was trying to close down his accounts, whatever accounts he had open. She wanted to close that out and to see if we could offer any refunds to kind of help with any type of expenses. Obviously, I said yes to everything, canceled it, refunded everything that he's ordered. But here's what I want to really address here is this concept of waiting for later to do what you want to do. This concept of tomorrow I will do it. Tomorrow it'll happen. After I do X, Y, and Z, then I'll get to it. Right? This really made me stop and think just how unpredictable everything is. And even with all the planning, you can plan, but what are you waiting for? See, most people wait till they're 60. Most people wait till they retire. Most people wait till they've saved X amount of money in the bank to then become happy and fulfilled, supposedly. Why wait 20, 30 years? Why not start right now? Why not do exactly what you want to do right this moment? See, I don't know this man. I don't know this person. All I know is the couple of emails that were exchanged back and forth. But it just makes me think, what if my life were to end in 6 months? What if my life were to end in 5 years? Would I be happy? Would I be able to sit there and say, I did everything that I wanted to do, I did everything that I could possibly do, and I put everything in my heart to try and reach the aspirations, the goals, the desires, the dreams? It's super important that we're focusing on right now. And see, in people in medicine, it's really difficult because we have these long journeys, right? There's these long roads to get to where you want to get to, especially if we're talking about a physician. We have your bachelor's degree, which is 4 years. Then we have medical school, which is another 4 years. Then we have residency, depending on the type of specialty you want to get into. Let's say 3 years for family practice for internal medicine, which is the shortest residency you can do. And then let's say you want to do a fellowship in cardiology. That's another year, 2 years. And then if you want to subspecialize even further, that's more training, right? And then you have to become the attending. And there's always another layer, and it never really truly ends. So if you're not in love with the process, if you're not having an amazing time doing it, getting up early in the morning, going to sleep late, studying, reading the books, seeing patients, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be medicine, but if you're not loving that process of getting it done every single day, if you're in love with the end goal, and you're only getting through the process because you're hoping that the end goal makes you happy, then you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Because the end goal is never as promised. And it doesn't matter what you're trying to accomplish. It's never what you think it will be. Reaching your goal will not make you happy. This is why you need to set huge, unrealistic goals that will take you a lifetime so that you don't actually get to it, but instead you're living moment by moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, enjoying the process of getting there. That's the purpose of the goal. Obviously, you have tiny goals, you have smaller goals, but that big end goal, the goal is to never reach the goal. You want to enjoy the process of getting to that goal. And it made me think when I got this email, like, man, life is unpredictable. Life is short. Anything can happen tomorrow. You know, there's this fine balance between working and working and working and busting your ass off. And then there's this life balance, right? This work-life balance that so many people talk about. And in my opinion, it doesn't really exist. In my opinion, it's just life. Live your life. Live your life. And that can encompass working every day if that's truly what makes you happy, researching every day if that's truly what makes you happy, going out drinking if that's what makes you happy, spending all your time with your family, your daughter, your husband, your wife, quitting your job if that's what makes you happy because you'd rather spend time with your family, going part-time. Just because you spend all this time and energy and money and sacrifice to get to where you're supposed to be at doesn't mean that you can't then take a step back because at that moment it doesn't make you happy. We all have the right to change our minds. We're not locked in to a single decision because we've worked X amount of years and spent X amount of money to get there. We are allowed to change our minds because we as human beings are fluid creatures. What we thought was correct, what we thought was right 5 years ago is not the way you're thinking this year. It's not the way you're going to be thinking in a month. It's not the way you're going to be thinking in 6 months. We are all changing. It's always changing. What we want now will not be what you want in 5 years, which is why it's so important that you're happy now. Because if you're hoping that you're going to be happy in 5 years based on today's reality, again, you're in for a rude awakening. And really what I want to talk about, what I want to plea is for all of us to just be 100% ecstatic to wake up every single fucking day and get through your day and grind it out and love every fucking moment of it. Yet still wanting more. Loving every second, but never being satisfied. That's what I want to get across today. Hopefully you're doing that. Super important. It's something that I found, that I came to realize probably 3 or 4 years ago. That if you're not happy right this second, then what is it all for? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to know if right now, are you happy? Are you loving whatever process you're going through? Are you? And if not, why not? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation. I'd love to have a discussion. And as always, these comments are incredibly helpful for other people that are just kind of watching but not writing. Share your thoughts. I'd love to talk to you. All right, guys. Hopefully that resonated. I'll talk to you guys later.